All right, so in the bottom left, we've got the NA Zerg Hope. It's Jaeyun.
In the bottom right, we are having the Peruvian hope, I would say. It's the GosuDark.
Okay, so you obviously play Zerg.
Naiku and
Play
change
the
your
ladder
doors
quite a
and
bit. So
switch
what do
on
you
mic.
think about In the Way of an Eddy? What are we going to see here most likely from Jaeyun?
I think like taking the third expansion in these positions will be relatively easy because it will be far away from GosuDark. So I wouldn't go for the second natural especially against GosuDark because he's so aggressive that it might be hard to defend it. So I would go for the easiest, the most safe build I could do which is 12 pull to scout what your opponent is doing, to try to keep him in his base, try to keep him from scouting, to try to not let any Zealot to deal any damage, and then maybe switch to some kind of 5-hatch Hydra. I don't know, but I think on this map, like playing a longer game, it's relatively easy for Zerg because there are so many expansions that you can go to the top and try to take one base after another, and you can try to go to split map scenario. So overall, I think it's pretty good map for a Zerg King's EVP.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think this is a good map for Zerg. There is the 12 pull coming out from Jaeyun, just like you said, and I like this play. I agree with also even taking a close third base. We haven't seen GosuDark play versus Zerg yet. We've seen first Terran and Protoss. Now, Protoss versus Zerg, obviously a whole different beast than Protoss versus Terran and Protoss versus Protoss, but we can probably expect some type of aggression, but it's not going to be one base aggression. We already see the Forge coming out for GosuDark. Now, this was a nice probe, Micro. He's denied the natural.
Yeah, very nice block. It's very important. Like, now this hatchery is blocked. Now he will probably go and try to take the third. Yeah, because the pylon is over here. So, yeah, he will delay the hatchery for a long, but he didn't see the timing of the pull. So right now, there should be a cannon before the Nexus. So it's...
Yep.
Yeah, he will cancel the pylon for sure. So maybe if he wouldn't go for the pylon, he could go for the Nexus before the cannon? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think versus this build that Jaeyun pulled out, the Nexus could definitely get up before the cannon. But Jaeyun is going for another main. It's not going to be a close third base. Now, we got to remember that Jaeyun has not seen GosuDark play any of the games so far. So he doesn't know exactly how GosuDark plays unless he's played him on the ladder, which is possible.
Yeah.
But regardless, this unlike versus Protoss versus Terran and Protoss versus Protoss, at least in Protoss versus Zerg, GosuDark is going to be on 2 base from the get-go. We're going to have to see, is he going to go into some type of much faster than normal 4-gate timing like a Root pulled out? I've never seen GosuDark play Protoss versus Zerg, so honestly, I don't know what his go-to build is in this matchup.
Yeah, and we used to see him going for very aggressive openings, so it will be interesting what he will choose to go for, because I'm sure he prepared something for Zerg too, because he played well against RO, against Protoss, he played well against SPX, which is Terran, so I'm sure he prepared some build against Zerg too. And Jaeyun is going for the split map scenario for the second natural, which I told before, it will be harder to defend if GosuDark will go for some kind of like low echo aggressive mode.
Yeah, and look at Jaeyun's main. We've got a Hydra Den already done. He's setting up just like in earlier games where he's got these lings on the ramp. He's going to go for Hydra play. This probe is still alive at top left. It has scouted the third base, but a lot of times when Zergs go for a third base like this, it's not a Hydra bust because look how far the hatchery is. It's going to take so long for Hydras to get across the map that GosuDark's not going to expect this. I do like this fast Zealot coming in. He's going to see the Hydra Den most likely.
Oh, yeah, he should see that because there are only 2 links which are trying to block him, and this will be very important scouting. After seeing this Hydra is then so early, I mean, you can also overreact, you can do too many cannons, but overall having like this scouting, having this information is extremely important for Protoss.
Yeah, this was a fantastic scout from GosuDark. He sees not only the Hydra Den, but he sees that there's no lair. He sees how fast the Hydra Den is, and now he's building those couple cannons. And look, We've even got a fast robotics coming out from him. This might be Sarah Reaver even coming in. The robotics is definitely for a Reaver, but is it going to be with a gateway follow-up? We've been seeing a lot of more Reaver play in the current ASL. Best pulling out Gateway Sarah Reaver, and Rain pulling out pure Sarah Reaver. So I'm curious to see what GosuDark is going to do with this Reaver that we know is definitely going to be coming.
Yeah, and this zealot pressure from GosuDark is unstoppable. Not stopping this pressure. He was pulling the drones from mining in the second natural, but Jaeyun is going for the layer. He's going for fourth hatchery, and I think this is the best choice he could go for, which is like now droning up, going for 5-6 hatches and play a normal game from now on, because GosuDark invested so much. Look at that, he invested 300 minerals into 2 cannons, and he's adding 1 more even. So that's really good for Jaeyun for now. But the drones are dying in natural.
Yeah, GosuDark got all the units from Jaeyun to go to the top left. Meanwhile, this Zealot and Probe has drawn all of the drones out of the natural from Jaeyun, so this is very nicely done. Also, this Zealot is going to live. He's going to know that Jaeyun transitioned out of this. It's not going to be a Hydra all-in, so these cannons that he's building, he may even cancel.
Yeah, I would like to see
nicely
that.
done. Oh, wow. Look at the robotics. There's a Reaver, and we have range coming down for GosuDark. So this is going to be a big Reaver Dragoon timing. We haven't seen this in a long time. I think the last time I saw this was maybe Heartbreak Ridge movie versus Jaeyun, I think, where it was a 5-gate Reaver Dragoon timing. So this is a pretty strong timing.
And it's even smarter because Jaeyun went for this second natural, so you can try to snipe the hatcheries which are exposed with the dragoons, with the range. So it will be even smarter, and going for this Reaver build on this map is also good because you can take the island expansion as a purpose.
Yeah, that's true. I totally forgot about that. So now GosuDark is also going to have access to the island base. And Dragoons, they're just so strong in the early game versus non-critical mass Hydras. We know that Jaeyun kind of... Oh, wow. Jaeyun's upgrading Burrow at his natural. Did he see the robotics? He must have seen the robotics with an Overlord. He knows that there's definitely going to be Reaver play, but I'm not sure if this Hydra Burrow play is really going to come into play versus Dragoon Reaver. He's going to have them in the absolute perfect position in order to catch the shuttle.
Yeah, because you can go for the Reavers and try to take the third the expansion in the island very quickly, but GosuDark went for this aggressive mode with the Reaver, and maybe Jaeyun is not expecting that. And also look at the position of the Spire in his third, in Jaeyun's third. I'm not really liking it, maybe because I'm seeing that there are ranged dragoons, but this Spire can be killed relatively easy.
Yeah, and Jaeyun is completely in the dark. He knows that, well, that Dragoon might have given it away because we don't see Dragoons built very often in Protoss vs. Zerg, at least not at this point in the game. So now Jaeyun may suspect that this is going to be Dragoon Reaver. But what is his follow-up going to be? We see he has that Spire. He doesn't have enough gas to really go mass mutas, but he needs to get out a lot of Hydras. He needs to get them out quickly because Dragoon Reaver is one of the most cost-effective unit comps that Protoss has.
Yeah, and he already have this army which you can do a lot, and now he will just move forward and try to kill the Zerg with this army. But I think Jaeyun is doing good job with... Oh, but he might be able to... Oh, I thought he will try to snipe the one Reaver, but he didn't want to lose too many Hydra discs.
Yeah, I'm looking at what Jaeyun has. We see supplies for GosuDark. He's up 20 supply. Now he will be fighting uphill. These burrowed lings are heroic. They see exactly where all the units are at all the time. And, oh, I was just about to say that. He should burrow because GosuDark doesn't know that he has burrow. Oh my god!
He can snipe the shuttle. He can snipe the shuttle right now. Oh, there are Scourges. Oh.
What? He's not going to do it. Oh, he's going to wait for the Dragoons to go out in the front. Oh! This was amazing! He gets all the Reavers for free!
Perfectly done by Jaeyun, but is he having enough just to deal with the pure Dragoon army? It's only one sunken, a few Hydra.
Yeah, there's still so many Dragoons that Jaeyun still might lose here. There's a ton of Dragoons here, 12. But Jaeyun has 5 hatch Hydra. But remember, those hatcheries are all the way across the map. It's going to take a long time for these Hydras to move across. Meanwhile, GosuDark, he's got 6 gateways.
Yeah, and as you said, this critical mass of Dragoon and Rivers is very hard to be killed at the beginning of the game. And when Jaeyun will send 3 or 5 healers at the time, I don't think it will be enough. Oh, he saved the drones with the burrow. I really like that move.
I think this could be it. There's supplies are doubled. Dragoons are so cost efficient at this point in the game, and half of the production for Jaeyun is across the map. He even has a 4th base, but he was getting all in. And this is kind of the problems that Jaeyun has, is that he just overbuilds too much econ in the early game and then gets overrun like this. And I think that's what just happened right here.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't expect that this would be such an aggressive build, and he got punished for being too greedy with too much drones. But he's trying to hold on. But no, GG, 1-0 for GosuDark. Very unexpected, I would say.
Yeah, wow. So we've got GosuDark going up 1-0 versus Jaeyun, and this is the last match. So whoever loses here is going to be eliminated, and neither player wants to be eliminated in the first round. They're really looking to go pretty far in this tournament. GosuDark, I love his build, man. That was a perfect build versus a player like Jaeyun.
Yeah, and did you see he built much more probes than he used to build in today all the games. I think he had like around 16 to 18 in each expansion, which was like not normal for him until now. So that's also a good call for him. I think he would be able to go for a longer game, just if this push wouldn't succeed. So very nicely done by Mr. GosuDark.
Yes, so I'm ready for the next game.
Okay, so the next game will be on Circuit Breaker.
Yeah, Circuit Breaker.
Circuit
Pretty
Breaker.
difficult.
Yeah, that's right. That's not very balanced map for Protoss players. If you are playing Protoss, you don't like Circuit Breaker for ZVP.
Alright, so in the top left, he's got to turn it around, or else he's going to be out of this tournament. It is Jaeyun.
And in the bottom right, one game away from advancing to the round of 16 of the BSL6 Pro League, this is GosuDark.
You know, if I'm GosuDark, that build went so well, I wouldn't blame him to go for it again. We know that Jaeyun likes to power extremely hard, and in the early series of Jaeyun versus Aru, there are opportunities for Aru to end the game, I think, if Aru had Reavers faster. So I do think GosuDark, go for that Reaver play again. It is very good, specifically versus Jaeyun.
Yeah, so do you think that's second time, but he's going for the pylon in the main base. So it still might be the Reaver play, right?
Yeah, so I think the last time we saw one base play, was it Yeti versus Beast in NA versus EU, where he went for one base Reaver? Now that is definitely a possibility from GosuDark, but based on how he's played currently all day, I have a feeling this might even be a 2-gate.
Oh, I really like 2-gate play over. I mean, I think Protoss players are not doing 2-gate like too often, and they are not using the potential of the 2-gate, because you can apply so much pressure on Zerg and make him overlink or like to miss hatchery or miss timing, and you can still go for the expansion behind it. Of course, there are some ways to punish it, but I really like double gateway play, and he's going for it. So, and he's probing behind it, so it will be not like normal all in with the double gateway.
Yeah, this is an economic 2-gate. It's not a 10-10 gate. It is going to be 10-12, so GosuDark will have pretty good econ behind it. Again, this probe gonna deny this hatchery from Jaeyun.
Yeah, very nice done. And he scouted with the cross scouting, very lucky for him.
Yeah, an extremely lucky scout for GosuDark here. Now, he doesn't know how fast the spawning pool is. It could have been an overpool, could have been 12 pool, 9 pool. This time, I think it was an overpool, so it is pretty fast. But unfortunately for Jaeyun has not... Oh, look at this. Jaeyun taking bottom left.
Oh,
and
that's
this
bad.
could be deadly. Yeah, again, we're going to have hatchery split up from each other. It's going to make it hard for Jaeyun to get all of his units together. And we see that GosuDark is going to have 3 zealots pretty soon.
And Jaeyun is droning up behind it. He don't know that this is double gateway build. He didn't scouted that yet, so he's not spending all the larvas on links, and it will be hard for him to pull out. And now after seeing with this prop that there is no hatchery over there, you suspect that it's somewhere else on the map, and you are happy as a Protoss, I think.
Yeah, so GosuDark is going to have 5 Zealots pretty soon. If 5 Zealots versus essentially 1 hatchery production from Zerg, that's great for Protoss. Jaeyun's got to get speed pretty quickly, and he needs to start pumping lings nonstop. Now that he sees that there's Zealots on the ramp, this is going to be crisis mode for him. He even builds more drones in his main. I'm so worried.
Yeah, I'm worried too. You're right. This is a drone man. This is a drone man, and oh my god, I'm so afraid, because when there will be like 7 Zealots, and there will be soon, that's good that he will have links to scout that, so at least he will know what is coming for him, but oh, this will be so hard to defend, especially with only 2 hatcheries.
Yeah, now he doesn't know how many Zealots there are. Well, now he knows. Now he knows that there's 7, and I'm trying to check the larva. Wow, Jaeyun doesn't really have much larva available. He's on a supply block right now, so he can't even build Zerglings.
Oh my god, I would like to... he's even not having possibility to make creep colony in the natural, because the hatchery is not done yet. And GosuDark will scout where is the 3rd base, so he can choose which base he can kill. And I think if he will decide to go to the bottom left, it will be pretty fine for Jaeyun, because he still will be able to go for some kind of 2-hatch muta behind it and defend the natural.
Yeah, so Jaeyun is scrambling to get up as many Zerglings as possible, but there's 9 Zealots. That's just so many Zealots. There's no way that he can hold this base, but Jaeyun is going to try to do it. He doesn't have... Well, there's no lair behind it, so this hatchery is dead. There's not going to be a Spire play.
And there is a speed for the links. He's trying to surround the Zealots, but there are more Zealots than the links overall.
There's just too many Zealots. Even this 1 probe is going to help out immensely. 2 Zealot hits plus a probe hit will kill a Ling. And yeah, Jaeyun's decided that there's no way that he can defend this base, so he's going for a counterattack. But look at the cannons. This Zealot in the middle of the map is going to delay the Lings, I think, just long enough for these cannons to get up. Maybe not. It's so close. It's about... Oh, well, he can't even counterattack. He's got to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, and then I think, like, at the beginning when he didn't decide to go for this counterattack, now trying to stay alive is good call, but he's still droning up right now, so...
He can't be droning. He's gonna die. There's so many Zealots.
Nice catch. He got 3 Zealots and only 6 are left. There is Sunken, so I think he will defend it relatively well. Oh no, GosuDark is not engaging.
Oh no, this Overlord. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna lose his Overlord at the natural of GosuDark. But this, he's got to stop these out. There's still 6 Zealots. There's a lot of Lings now. GosuDark does need to be a little bit careful here, because we do have Sunkens with Lings potentially surrounding them all. But now we've got 10 Zealots are going to be there pretty soon. There's just not enough Zerglings.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not enough. And he's going for it, and he might be able to go to the main base, him to block it with the drones. Hey, the Lings are not fighting Mr. Jaeyun.
Yeah, the Zerglings were out in no man's land. The Sunken's down. Now he's fighting the Zealots with no Sunken support. So GosuDark is going to take this game. He's going to come out in 2nd place. This is incredible.
I didn't expect that. Oh my god, I thought that RO or Jaeyun will be the 2nd player who will advance, but Mr. GosuDark proving me wrong and showing some good games. Really, really impressive.
Yeah, I have to say that Jaeyun Aru were also my picks, but GosuDark pulling out really unorthodox builds, and he's deadly. That's also been my experience versus him on the ladder, is you got to be worried about him in the early game, because he's really good with his early units, and we saw it there, picking Jaeyun apart in the 1st game and the 2nd game, so nicely played from him.
Yeah,